first see it, you don't just look, you stare. Because this isn't just a car. This is the 2026 BRABUS GTS 1000, and what you're looking at right now is what happens when raw power meets pure obsession. Every inch of this machine screams precision, from its carbon fiber muscles to that deep, glowing mean green finish that looks alive under light. You feel it before you even touch it. This car was never meant to just drive. It was meant to dominate. The moment you press the ignition, the silence in the showroom breaks into a sound so deep it feels like thunder in your chest. That twin-turbo hybrid V8 roars awake like a beast remembering it's alive. And it's not just loud, it's refined mechanical perfection. BRABUS didn't just tune this engine, they re-engineered its DNA. 1,000 horsepower. 1,000! Think about that number for a second. Because it's not just about speed. It's about what that kind of power feels like when it's wrapped in design this beautiful. As you move around the car, your eyes stop at every angle. The front grille, carved like it was cut by a laser. The carbon splitters sitting low, daring anything to come close. Those headlights? They don't just light the road. They cut through it with the precision of a scalpel. You see the BRABUS logo glowing on the nose, and you instantly know this isn't Mercedes luxury anymore. This is something darker, meaner, faster, and then there's that rear. Wide, confident, and unapologetic. Quad exhaust sitting like cannons. Carbon diffuser spreading across the base. And that signature BRABUS badge shining under the showroom lights. Every single design cue has a purpose. Every vent, every edge. The aerodynamics have been sharpened to the millimeter. It's a sculpture that breathes. Step closer, and you catch the details most people will never notice. The carbon weave reflecting subtle emerald tones. The brushed metal badge embedded like jewelry. In the stance, low, aggressive, balanced like a predator waiting to pounce. You know this car doesn't belong on a quiet street. It belongs on a track. Or a long stretch of California highway where it can stretch its legs and show you what 1,000 horsepower really means. Open the door, and you instantly step into a different world. The door handle is light, but the feel, solid, mechanical, precise. Inside, the world changes. The scent of fine Napa leather. The texture of Alcantara under your fingertips. The green stitching tracing every curve of the seat like art. The dashboard glows softly, carbon fiber dancing with ambient light. Everything feels alive. This is not just luxury, it's mechanical poetry. You sink into the seat, and it fits you like it was made for you. The steering wheel feels heavier than most cars, and that's intentional. You feel connected. You press the brake pedal, firm, cold, ready. The digital display lights up, showing custom BRABUS graphics, and that red line just taunts you. The gear lever sits like a command stick, wrapped in carbon and power. You shift it lightly, and the car wakes up again with that metallic growl. Now imagine this, Los Angeles, 3 a.m., streets empty. You slide into the GTS 1000, shift into drive, and that twin-turbo V8 hums like a symphony. As soon as you hit the throttle, the world blurs. 0 to 60 in just over 2.4 seconds. You're pinned to the seat, your heartbeat syncing with the sound. It's pure adrenaline, and yet it's smooth, controlled, intelligent. That's what makes the BRABUS different. It doesn't just throw you forward. It talks to the road. It tells you how much grip you have, how hard you can push, how much more it can take. Every shift feels instant. The dual-clutch transmission doesn't just change gears. It predicts your next move, and as you weave through LA's open roads, you realize something. This isn't a car for showing off. It's a car for those who understand machines, because only they'll know how much restraint it takes to control something this powerful. The suspension adapts instantly, turning from racetrack stiffness to boulevard smoothness. You feel every inch of control through the chassis. BRABUS didn't just make it faster, they made it sharper. The steering communicates with micro-precision. Every turn feels like thought converted into motion. You flick your wrist slightly, and the front wheels respond like an extension of your body. Inside, the noise insulation is so good that even at high speed, you hear only what BRABUS wants you to hear. The controlled growl of engineering perfection. It's like the car is whispering, I can do more. Push me! The technology on board is a masterclass. Dual high-definition displays, AI-based drive assistance, a custom BRABUS interface that lets you adjust suspension, throttle, and exhaust tone with just a touch. Even the ambient lighting reacts to your driving mood. Calm in comfort mode, glowing deep green in Sport Plus. It's not just driving, it's a living experience. And yet, beyond all the numbers and systems, there's something deeper here. This car makes you feel different. It has that rare presence where people stop what they're doing just to watch it roll by. It's the kind of car that changes how you think about cars. You park it in a luxury showroom under spotlights, and it looks like a work of art. But when the lights dim, it still holds your attention. It doesn't need movement to look alive, it just does. The reflections, the stance, the aura. It's like it's breathing even when it's still. BRABUS calls this GTS 1000 the apex of performance luxury, and that's no exaggeration. You can feel that through the steering, the throttle, and even the silence when it stops. Every moment feels engineered. Every second feels intentional. Now let's talk about something that makes this car a class apart: control. This is not just brute power under the hood. It's controlling chaos. You could be flying down a coastal road or cruising through Beverly Hills traffic. The car never loses its grace. The air suspension adjusts by millimeters, keeping balance flawless. The carbon ceramic brakes, they don't just stop you. They anchor you like claws on the road. You feel invincible, yet completely in command. And then there's the emotion. That feeling you get when the engine tone changes at high RPMs. The way the digital display tilts to race mode. The way your hand rests on that carbon shift knob. It's connection between man and machine. Inside, every surface feels crafted, not made. The dashboard's carbon fiber glows with subtle reflection. The seats hug you tighter as the speed rises, and the ambient light bathes the cabin in soft emerald tones. It's not just comfort, it's identity. Even when parked, the GTS 1000 demands presence. The reflections of city lights on the green carbon body look like waves moving across the car. The BRABUS emblem on the rear glows faintly, as if it's alive. You walk around it and realize this is not luxury you buy. This is luxury you earn, and yet it's not for everyone. This car doesn't want fans. It wants believers. People who don't just talk about speed, but understand balance, control, and precision. Because when you drive something like the GTS 1000, it doesn't just move, you move with it. If you pop the hood, you see craftsmanship that belongs in a museum. Every bolt, every wire perfectly placed. The twin-turbo setup gleams under the showroom light like armor. It's art, designed to breathe fire. And when that engine revs, it doesn't just sound powerful, it sounds purposeful. The beauty of this car isn't in what it does, it's in how it does it. You can buy a fast car anywhere. But to buy one that feels alive, one that responds like instinct, that's rare. That's BRABUS. In a world where cars are going silent, digital, and soulless, this one reminds you what driving used to feel like. It's a rebellion on four wheels. And when you drive it, you understand that perfection isn't about numbers. It's about emotion, balance, and presence. The 2026 BRABUS GTS 1000 isn't trying to be the fastest. It's trying to be the most unforgettable. The kind of car you remember not because it broke records, but because it changed how you see the road. You finish your drive, park it back under those glass showroom lights, and step out. The sound fades. The car cools, but the feeling stays. You turn around for one last look, and you know. Some cars are built for roads. Others, like this one, are built for legends. And that's why the BRABUS GTS 1000 doesn't just exist in the world of cars. It exists above it.